Welcome to a brand new segment on GAR that I'm calling the Opening Credits. It's a review show where instead of reviewing an entire anime or film, we, and by that I mean I, review the opening animation of an anime. An intro is very important to an anime as it can either pull me into the show or push me away from it. And our first subject is an anime I've actually never had any exposure to before doing this episode whatsoever. And that is Saber Marionette J. Better explain how things will work in this segment, I'm going to be reviewing the openings based on three key factors: music, animation quality, and energy. The first two are pretty self-explanatory, and yeah, I'm going to just intermingle art with animation quality, but the last one is entirely based on how pumped the intro makes me for the rest of the show. Starting off, Saber Marionette J's intro starts off with a little bit of a light instrumental, and very quickly bursts into the main lyrics. The song itself isn't too upbeat, but it still has a reasonable tempo that isn't too slow. The slow part at around the 1 minute or so mark sounds kinda like any other generic 90s anime opening song, but just 10 seconds later is when shit gets real, as the lyrics start to pick up a tiny bit, showering the viewer with sheer energy as there's all sorts of chaos going on screen. I'd say the song is quite good. Not amazing, but good. The animation is fair at best. It's nothing remotely breathtaking, but it's certainly above average. Something I love, however, is the art style. Most folks, and we call those folks idiots, would call it a generic 90s anime art style, but I am a sucker for this shit. The oddly shaped egg faces, the gigantic saucer eyes that Optimus fucking Prime could walk through on stilts, the cute little half triangle noses, I love this shit. And for that, I have to say that the animation, it certainly gains my love. As for the energy, well, it's actually pretty energetic. There's all sorts of shit going on screen. There's some romance, a bit of comedy here and there. There's a lot of action, mystery, Mount Fuji, and a tidal wave. What's not to love? The opening is really trying to do its best to pull me into the show, and I've gotta say, it's certainly working. This makes me really want to delve into the show, to experience just what the hell is going on here. The icing on the cake is that at the 1 minute 5 second mark, the action really amps up. We have our heroine running and leaping to attack some dominatrix, some generic 90s lolly chick fighting one of the chicks from Dan Geyser 3, a pink-haired Mai Shirai fighting the French chick from Samurai Showdown, and all she's using is one of those paddle staffs from American Gladiator, and some kid fighting a blonde Dracula with a sword that I can only assume he stole from Smoker's office. And of course, to top it all off, it ends with Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Wearing some sort of Team Rocket uniform flying in space. I have no fucking clue what's going on, but now I want to know. This opening is just so crazy and hectic and raises all these questions of what the fuck is going on, and it's all over the place, and it's just wacky as hell, and I really want to know what the story is behind it all. I have to say that I'm really feeling it. It gets my approval. I like it a lot. Overall, what this intro is telling me is that if I watch the anime, I'm in for some crazy action, a harem element with some light comedy, and a great story full of twists and turns and unforgettable characters. Now, that's all for this time on the opening credits, and if you don't mind, I do believe I got some Saber Marionette J to watch. After I watch the original series, that is, because apparently this is a sequel. Yeah. Should have looked that up before I went into this episode, but I figured, what the fuck, what else am I doing with my time?